In modern football, success is no longer built on individual brilliance alone, but on chemistry, belief, and a shared hunger to rise above expectations. Across Europe, clubs search endlessly for players who do more than just perform, players who define eras. At Newcastle United, a club rich in history and passion, two names have emerged as symbols of a powerful resurgence: Isak and Antony Gordon. Different in style, background, and personality, yet united by ambition, intensity, and an unshakable drive to win, Isak arrived with elegance, composure, and the responsibility of being a record-breaking striker. Antony Gordon came with raw fire, relentless energy, and the pressure of expectation. One leads with calm precision, the other with emotional intensity, and together, they represent the perfect balance of modern attacking football. Their journeys were shaped in different countries, leagues, and football cultures, yet fate brought them together at St. James Park, where ambition met opportunity. This is not just the story of two footballers. It is the story of belief restored, of a club refusing to remain in the shadows, and of players who turned pressure into purpose. From youth academies to Europe's biggest stages, from doubters to believers, Isak and Gordon embody what happens when talent meets the right moment. This is a story of goals, grit, setbacks, and growth, a story of how Newcastle United found its new heartbeat through two relentless attackers. Isak was born on the 21st of September 1999 in Solna, Stockholm County, Sweden, to parents of Eritrean origin who had migrated to Sweden before his birth. Growing up in a multicultural household, Isak was exposed early to discipline, humility, and a strong work ethic, values that would later define both his football career and his calm personality off the pitch. From a very young age, football stood out as his greatest passion. Even as a child, he was noticeably taller and more technically gifted than most players his age, showing an unusual mix of elegance, coordination, and intelligence on the ball. His early football development took place in local youth teams before he joined AIK Solna's youth academy, one of Sweden's most respected football institutions. At AIK, Isak's talent became impossible to ignore. He progressed rapidly through the youth ranks and made his senior debut in 2016 at just 16 years old, instantly drawing comparisons to legendary Swedish strikers Zlatan Ibrahimovic because of his height, composure, and technical ability. Later that same year, Isak made history by becoming the youngest goal scorer in AIK's history. And shortly afterward, he became the youngest player ever to score for the Swedish national team, scoring on his debut against Slovakia at the age of 17. These moments didn't just mark him as a promising youngster. They signaled the arrival of a generational talent in Swedish football. By the end of the 2016 season, Isak had already established himself as one of the brightest prospects in Europe. In January 2017, Isak made a major career move by signing for Borussia Dortmund in the German Bundesliga for a reported fee of around €9 million, making him the most expensive teenager in Swedish football history at the time. Expectations were enormous, but the transition proved challenging. Dortmund's squad was packed with experienced stars, limiting his first-team opportunities. Despite his clear talent, Isak struggled for consistent minutes and spent most of his time between the senior team and the reserves. While this period was difficult, it was also formative, teaching him patience, resilience, and the physical demands of elite European football. Recognizing the need for regular playing time, Dortmund sent him on loan to gain experience. In January 2019, Isak joined Dutch club Willem II on loan, a move that would reignite his career. In the Eredivisie, he flourished immediately, scoring goals with confidence and showcasing his refined movement, sharp finishing, and creativity. One of the highlights of his loan spell was his incredible run in the KNVB Cup, where he scored crucial goals to help Willem to reach the final, finishing the tournament as top scorer. His performances in the Netherlands restored belief in his abilities and attracted attention from clubs across Europe, proving that given trust and freedom, Isak could thrive at a high level. That breakthrough led to a permanent transfer in June 2019 to Real Sociedad in La Liga for around €15 million, a decision that would define the next stage of his career. In Spain, Isak truly came into his own. Under the guidance of a system that valued technical skill and intelligent movement, he developed into a complete forward. He became known for his ability to drop deep, link play, glide past defenders, and finish with composure using both feet. During the 2019-20 season, He helped Real Sociedad qualify for European competition and quickly became a fan favorite. The 2020-21 season marked a major milestone in Isak's career. He played a crucial role in helping Real Sociedad win the Copa del Rey, defeating Athletic Bilbao in the final, ending a long trophy drought for the club. That same season, he scored 17 league goals, becoming one of La Liga's most dangerous forwards and earning widespread praise for his maturity and consistency despite his young age. Over multiple seasons, he regularly reached double figures in goals, competed against some of the world's best defenders, and solidified his reputation as one of Europe's most exciting strikers. In August 2022, Alexander Isak took another massive step forward by signing for Newcastle United in the English Premier League for a club record fee of around £63 million, making him the most expensive Swedish player in history. The move came with enormous expectations, but Isak adapted quickly to the physicality and intensity of English football. He scored on his league debut against Liverpool, immediately winning over Newcastle fans. Despite suffering some injury setbacks early on, he returned stronger, displaying pace, clinical finishing, and intelligence that made him a perfect fit for Eddie Howe's high-energy system. The 2023-24 season was a defining one for Isak at Newcastle. He became the club's main attacking force, scoring consistently in the Premier League and playing a key role in Newcastle's return to the UEFA Champions League. His ability to score all types of goals, from long-range strikes to delicate finishes and powerful runs, established him as one of the league's elite forwards. He also broke several club records, including becoming Newcastle's fastest player to reach 20 Premier League goals, cementing his place among the club's modern greats on the international stage. Isak has remained a central figure for Sweden, carrying much of the team's attacking responsibility in the post-Zlatan era. He has represented his country in European Championships and World Cup qualifiers, often scoring crucial goals and serving as a leader despite his young age. His calm demeanor, professionalism, and focus have made him a role model for the next generation of Swedish footballers off the pitch. Alexander Isak is known for his quiet personality, humility, and dedication to self-improvement. Unlike many modern stars, he avoids controversy and lets his performances speak for him. He is admired not just for his footballing ability, but for his discipline, intelligence, and respect for the game. As he continues to develop, many experts believe Isak has the potential to become one of the best strikers in the world, with his peak years still ahead of him. Today, Alexander Isak stands as a symbol of modern football excellence, a player who combines elegance with power, intelligence with instinct, and ambition with humility. From the streets of Solna to Europe's biggest stadiums, his journey is a story of patience, growth, and relentless belief in his talent. And for fans of Newcastle United, Sweden, and football as a whole, his story is still very far from finished. Antony Michael Gordon was born on the 24th of February 2001 in Liverpool, England, a city where football is more than a sport, it is part of everyday life. Raised in a working-class environment, Gordon grew up surrounded by football culture, passion, and rivalry. From an early age, his natural speed, fearlessness, and love for attacking play stood out. As a boy, he spent countless hours playing football on local pitches, developing the aggressive dribbling style and relentless work rate that would later become trademarks of his game. His talent was recognized early, and he joined Everton's youth academy at the age of 11. Beginning a long journey with the club he supported as a child, Gordon progressed steadily through Everton's academy, impressing coaches with his energy, discipline, and willingness to learn. Unlike many flashy youth players, he was known for his work ethic and adaptability, often playing in multiple attacking roles across the front line. He captained Everton's youth sides at various levels and became a key figure in their U18 and U23 teams. His performances earned him senior training opportunities, and it was clear that the club saw him as a future first-team player rather than just a prospect. Antony Gordon made his senior debut for Everton in December 2017. But it wasn't until the 2019-20 season that he began to feature more regularly. His first senior goal came in the League Cup against Salford City, a moment that boosted his confidence and introduced him to Everton supporters as a fearless young attacker. Under managers like Carlo Ancelotti, Gordon was slowly integrated into the squad, learning the tactical side of the game while continuing to sharpen his attacking instincts. The 2021-22 season marked Gordon's true breakthrough. During a difficult campaign in which Everton battled relegation, Gordon emerged as one of the team's most important players. His relentless pressing, direct running, and willingness to take responsibility in high-pressure moments made him a fan favorite at Goodison Park. He scored important goals, won penalties, and constantly troubled defenders with his pace and aggression. Despite his young age, he showed remarkable maturity and courage, playing a crucial role in helping Everton avoid relegation. By the end of the season, he had established himself as a Premier League-level winger. Gordon's performances attracted attention from top clubs, and in January 2023, he completed a high-profile transfer to Newcastle United for a reported fee of around £45 million, making him one of the most expensive signings in the club's history at the time. The move was controversial among Everton fans, but it represented a major step forward in Gordon's career. At Newcastle, he entered a competitive, high-intensity environment under Eddie Howe, where tactical discipline and physical commitment were essential. Initially, Gordon's adaptation period was challenging. He faced competition for places and had to adjust to Newcastle's pressing system and attacking patterns. However, his determination and work ethic allowed him to improve rapidly. By the 2023-24 season, Gordon had transformed into a key player for Newcastle United. Deployed mainly on the left wing, he became one of the team's most dangerous attackers, combining pace, intelligent movement, improved decision-making, and a growing end product. His chemistry with teammates, especially in transition, made him vital to Newcastle's attacking threat. During that season, Gordon delivered consistent performances in the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, scoring goals and providing assists against elite opposition. His ability to press relentlessly, track back defensively, and still contribute offensively earned praise from pundits and coaches alike. He became known as one of the league's hardest-working wide players, a winger who blends aggression with tactical intelligence. His development from raw talent to complete winger was one of the standout stories of Newcastle's recent rise on the international stage. Gordon represented England at youth levels, including the U20 and U21 teams. His biggest international breakthrough came in 2023 when he played a starring role in England's UEFA European Under-21 Championship victory, finishing the tournament as top scorer. His performances were instrumental in England winning the tournament without conceding a single goal, and he was widely praised for his leadership, composure, and consistency. That success firmly placed him on the radar of the senior England squad. In 2024, Antony Gordon earned his first senior England call-ups, marking another major milestone in his career. Competing at international level further highlighted his evolution as a player capable of performing on the biggest stages. His direct style, relentless intensity, and tactical awareness made him a valuable option for England's attacking setup. Off the pitch, Gordon is known for his strong mentality, competitiveness, and emotional approach to the game. He plays with visible passion, often wearing his heart on his sleeve, which has occasionally led to controversy, but also fuels his performances. Teammates and coaches frequently praise his professionalism, focus, and desire to improve. Despite early criticism and pressure, he has consistently responded with growth rather than retreat. Today, Antony Gordon stands as one of England's most exciting wide attackers and a central figure in Newcastle United's project. From a local Liverpool academy product to a Champions League-level winger, his journey reflects resilience, hard work, and belief in his abilities. Still in his early 20s, with years of development ahead of him, Gordon's story is far from complete, and his best chapters may still be yet to be written. Isak and Antony Gordon share more in common than just playing for the same club. They represent the modern identity of Newcastle United. Both arrived at St. James Park during a transformative era for the club, joining a project built on intensity, ambition, and long-term growth rather than short-term fame. Each player came with pressure due to high transfer fees, yet both justified that faith by becoming central figures in Newcastle's rise back to the elite level of English and European football. One of the strongest similarities between Isak and Gordon is their role in Newcastle United's return to the UEFA Champions League. Together, they played key roles during the club's surge into the Premier League's top four. Isak provided the goals, composure, and cutting edge in attack, while Gordon supplied relentless pressing, direct running, and creativity from wide areas. Their combined contributions helped Newcastle compete with and defeat traditional top six clubs. marking a clear shift in the club's status. Both players are also known for thriving in high-intensity systems. Under Eddie Howe, Newcastle demands relentless pressing, quick transitions, and tactical discipline, and both Isak and Gordon embody these principles. Isak's intelligent movement and ability to link play allow Newcastle to stretch defenses, while Gordon's non-stop work rate helps win the ball high up the pitch. Together, they form a balanced attacking partnership that blends efficiency with aggression. Another key similarity is their ability to deliver in big moments. Isak has scored decisive goals against top Premier League opponents, often opening matches or sealing victories, while Gordon has repeatedly stepped up in high-pressure games with crucial goals, assists, and defensive contributions. Both players have earned reputations as performers who rise to the occasion rather than shrink under pressure, a trait that has been vital to Newcastle's success in domestic and European competitions. Isak and Gordon also share individual milestone achievements within the team. Isak broke records for goal-scoring speed at Newcastle and quickly became the club's primary striker, while Gordon evolved into one of the team's most reliable wide players, often starting the biggest matches of the season. Each earned recognition as among Newcastle's most influential players, not through reputation alone, but through consistent performances. From a mentality standpoint, both players reflect professionalism and growth. Isak overcame early injury setbacks to become stronger and more clinical, while Gordon transformed initial adaptation struggles into a breakout season that elevated his status. Their journeys at Newcastle show a shared pattern: patience, trust in the system, and continuous improvement, leading to elite-level performances on the international stage. Both players also share the experience of carrying expectations for their national teams. Isak leads Sweden's attack in the post-Zlatan era, while Gordon emerged as a key figure for England's youth teams before breaking into senior contention. Their development at Newcastle directly strengthened their international reputations, proving the club's role in nurturing top-level talent. Ultimately, what connects Alexander Isak and Antony Gordon most is their impact on Newcastle United's modern era. Together, they symbolize a team that plays with hunger, intensity, and belief. Their achievements: Champions League qualification, record-breaking performances, and consistent influence in major matches are not individual success stories alone, but shared milestones in Newcastle United's revival. As long as they continue to grow side by side, they remain pillars of a team determined to compete at the highest level in England and Europe. As the floodlights shine over St. James Park and the roar of the crowd echoes through Tyneside, the story of Alexander Isak and Antony Gordon continues to unfold. Their achievements so far are not the end, but the foundation. They have already helped carry Newcastle United back to Europe, challenged the established powers of the Premier League, and reminded the football world that ambition, when matched with commitment, can rewrite history. Isak's calm finishing and intelligent movement, paired with Gordon's relentless pressing and fearless drive, form a partnership that reflects everything Newcastle stands for in this new era: resilience, unity, and relentless pursuit of greatness. They are not just players who wear the shirt. They are players who define what it means to fight for it. Each match they play adds another chapter to a story still being written. Football is about moments, but legacies are built over time. And as long as Alexander Isak and Antony Gordon continue to grow, push limits, and believe in the project they are part of, Newcastle United's future remains bright. The journey is far from over, and for those watching, this is only the beginning of something unforgettable.